Let's make sure this all comes up. This is Jupiter Exile, and we're getting back online with Elden Ring. As soon as the game capture would like to acknowledge the game. Come on, you got this. There we go. Alright, I've got a bit of a limited play time today. We will be playing until about 7 o'clock or so. And afterwards, I'm going to go out and hang out with some friends. So, we had made it to Celia, the Town of Sorcery. There's some other things I wanted to work on that don't involve Celia, the Town of Sorcery. I have been chatting with a couple other people online. Nothing like too horribly spoilery, but why is my Steam interface showing up all of a sudden? I don't want the Steam overlay to be part of what is captured. I think that's a Steam setting. No, wait. Okay, the option to capture the overlay is not checked, so it's a Steam thing. It's switched over to the other... Switched over like the other Steam experience. Alright, whatever. Okay, can I have control of the game back? What? Hitting buttons and nothing is happening. Steam! What are you doing? A message of mine was appraised. I guess that's nice. What the heck? When I hit the Xbox button in the middle of the controller, it moves... it moves this cursor. It just, like, drifts across the screen. I have no idea. Okay, like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be on this interface anyway. I have no control. Alright. Let me get Steam to agree. You're not supposed to be doing big picture mode stuff. That stuff is all disabled. What's going on? All right, I've got you in for the taste. Okay, so the game appears to have not been properly closed yet. What is going on? Steam is not allowing me to relaunch at this point. There we go. Okay, now I can relaunch it. Looks like we got Jericho on the game for the first time today as well. Might be that some coordinated multiplayers in order. I think a lot of folks at the game are playing it. Okay, let's see, because I'm still getting, like, Steam overlay-related notifications. Okay, yes, I didn't use quit game because the game spazzed out and refused to acknowledge my controller. Alright. So I think if I hit the Xbox controller... Oh, are you also starting Retch? Ooh, daring. Let's see. So I had heard from somebody that there is a cave somewhere around here, or a tunnel, where we can kill a boss and get our hands on an important item that will allow me to actually buy upgrade materials. Yeah, only that one starts from level 1. Everybody else starts with some level ups obligated. But you do not have to hold yourself to being level 1. Alright, I have some thoughts. So I've been hearing from somebody that there is a crystal tunnel that has an important item. And I found a crystal cave, not a tunnel. Oh, is somebody shooting things at me? Let's just die. Yeah, all the other startups, they give you, not only do you get a couple of level ups under your belt, you also get a few extra items as well. I think there's, the knight class actually starts with a sword, shield, and halberd, so you can be pretty good to go. I think I'm going to start from the Layskar Ruins, or the Lascar Ruins, and just check out that coastline along the right-hand side in search of some kind of a tunnel. Is this already some kind of ruin that I haven't gotten on map? Purified ruins. No, that appears. Okay. So this effectively gets us up out of the water. And I've been over here to the Stillwater Cave. I really don't want to be showing those notifications to everybody who watches the VOD later. Especially because I have everybody nicknamed with their real names. But I don't know how to turn that off. Thank you very much, Steam. Really blowing us out of the water here. So got a lot of those little pod guys running around. Those, not bad. Oh, you can actually get the ashes for those things. Land squirts. I don't know why on earth you would want to summon something like that, although I suppose it can cause poison. Probably has, like, high defense and HP, I guess. Oh, here's a Grace. Get rid of that. Eastern Liurnia, Lake Shore. Okay. A blue version of those flowers from earlier. I don't think I can get through there if I'm on horseback. Oh. Whew. Nice, there's a few more of those flowers. I'm getting a few more message appraisals. I wonder if there's a karma tracker somewhere for all the message appraisals you've gotten. I think so. Tried to leave behind just a couple helpful ones. Oh, this looks promising. We're definitely kind of underneath something right now. Loud clanging. Is there a walking mausoleum around? Ah, one of these. Ah. I don't really want to be devoting my attention to great dragonflies right now, so I hope they could just move on. I actually forgot to post that I was live. I should do that in a moment. Now, why the heck is there a don't give up message over here? It's like we're being led to something. Aha. This is probably what I was after. All right, let me let some people know that I'm online. It's a good idea. Out of the way. All right. There, people can read that. Let's get back to the game. Okay, I saw another path on the way there. Also, where am I, and have I been here before? Oh, I had marked this place with a skull. Not for any particular reason, mind you. It looked like a little spot on the map. Here it is, the Crystal Tunnel. Okay, I understand that by beating the boss of this place, I can get the ability to purchase upgrade materials. Yeah. It's this hidden, apparently. Cracked crystal. I see, we've got them with that, like, laser mining thingamajig. Enemies with this animation hit really hard. these guys don't stagger. Oh, I got the digger's staff. Yeah, that looks makeable. What do we have over here? Whew. Got the moves. Alright, I don't think I can actually make that last one. Uh-oh. Goodbye. No, I would say just mine. I'm wearing a special hat. My actual character face looks quite hideous. Let me see. If I remove this, it's a little difficult to see in the darkness. But we are a purple man with a distinctly long face. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so heavy, heavy, light is probably the best pattern for this. Yeah, I went and got this this hat over at the Magic City. I think I can ignore the ones that are currently engaged in mining. I don't really care about getting their materials out. Can't pull this lever, so that has to be activated from the other way. Probably close to the boss down there, then. Okay, we woke another guy up. Whatever you're trying to do is vetoed. He's got another one. Alright. They're all mages. Smithing Stone 3's over here. Cool. Oh, I fell short there. Ouch. Ouch. Got him. All right. Whew. That was close. Hold that. Some heavy, heavy lights. Grab this item here. We're moving on out of this room. So that should be pretty much all the useful loot without causing too many extra fights. Alright, heading on down here. Eye out for other spots I can jump to. It looked like there might have been one. Hard to call. I did the wrong input for a moment there. Gonna kill this guy because he's mining something useful. Twos and threes. All right. This probably leads back to where I was, so I'm just going to activate it and then proceed. So that it'll be upstairs waiting for me if I need it. Oh, one of these guys? These guys are the worst. Thankfully, I do a lot of damage right now. When I first encountered those guys, they were truly awful. It seems like we don't have too many tricks going on in here. Nothing we haven't seen before. Oh. Just as I said it. You don't need that many bows. Okay, well, we did find the shortcut. Yeah, it's quite a lot. If we knew those guys were coming, we probably could have killed one before they got really on our case. Okay, for a moment I was being funny and trying to see if I could kick him off. But never mind that. Head down here. Been seeing more people running around with this tortoise shell shield. I guess that's pretty good. Not sure where that comes from. Hello. No, don't do that. Got quite a lot of glintstone scraps as it is. There we go. Nice little trick. In this side room, we've probably got more enemies hanging out above us. Either way, we've got a treasure chest back there. It's a pretty dangerous enemy variant, though. I'll think about it. I might come back for that. I might just let that be. I don't know how much more dungeon we have left. It certainly seems to be pretty populous around here. That got like a partial hit on me. Watch out for that. This guy has a truckload and a half of health. I got a little stuck. There we go. Just a lot of heavy attacks, and now he's dealt with. Another elevator down. Oof. We are just grooving. Okay, so there's a spot up there. And there's the boss. So I'm gonna check out this fork before I worry about the boss. Okay, that was barely worth it. Alright, let's go fight. My understanding is that this boss can reward us the Miner's Bell Bearing? The Smith's Bell Bearing? Crystallian. I don't like what you look to be. That is no damage. Okay. I think I know what's going on here. Yeah. Takes no damage from slashing. Immense damage from blunt. Immense damage from blunt. Smithing Stone Miner's Bell Bearing. Alright, and we return to the entrance. So now, turning in this bell bearing, I should be able to buy smithing stones. I can actually experiment with more than one weapon. And I can do something with all my extra runes when I have extra runes all the time. I knocked over some books. About to spook myself there. Hello! And that lets us buy the 1s and the 2s. Okay, and also glintstone scraps, I guess. So, buy like a few of these. So now every time I have spare, I can come back and just load that stuff up, and I can start upgrading more of the dagger, more of the claymore, more of the longsword, and, you know, start trying out some varied setups. Nice. I think I actually am going to start up on the claymore.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your own.
This is on stone 5s. Oh, wait. I have more stone 5s now. A lot of them. Not quite enough stone 6s yet to get this up over 15. A little bit of a start on the claymore. I keep going on the longsword. Longsword's on 5s. And I might want to upgrade the mace, if that's going to be mechanically relevant. Also been thinking about the Vulgar Malicious Saw, because it causes bleed. It looks pretty hilarious. But it's a halberd setup. I don't know if I want to bother with halberds too much. Do mace, and we're out of items for now, so I'll just go buy a ton. Alright, can't change weapon holding while I'm here in the hold. Cool. So, let's see. So I could go back to Caelid, because I was working on stuff over there. Remember, I don't think I have much else going on in Liurnia, unless I wanted to bonk my head against the study hall, or if I wanted to get through the Frenzy Flaming Tower. Though I do think there's probably something interesting up here. And I think I still haven't gotten up there, because I haven't gotten through all this Frenzied Flame junk. You know what? Another thing that I've been wanting to check out some more is I still need to find out what is up with this wolf guy who theoretically went below Limgrave to Siofra. So let me run around Siofra a bit more and see if I can find him. I really want to advance that quest line. See, I expect he's probably got a campfire up somewhere. That's usually part of the standard for NPCs. There's something up on top of that statue. I've already gotten that, though. Pretty sure. I've been through here. There's like a jumping puzzle to get at that. Excuse me? Lots of crafting materials. I am suspecting that right now. I'm expecting that there's some kind of divergence between, like, sun and moon-oriented faiths going on. There's also, when I got to the round table with that one half-disc object that I had found from that other group, the one that was entrusted to me, one of the people who was at the round table tried to kill me. This is just nothing? Okay, that's fine. Not everything has to be something. Yeah, so there was this whole thing. Let's see. Let me make sure this crab is not looking at me with ill intent. Yeah, over here at the village of the Albinorics, I found an old man who was disguised as a pot, who handed me half of a relic, and he told me to look for somebody to give him the other half. I went back and found... I went back to the round table. Some guy tried to kill me, apparently, over this, and I talked to Gideon the All-Knowing about it, and he told me to go find this woman over in a cave, which turned out to be here, and I was going to entrust the other half of the pendant to her. She said she wasn't strong enough to complete the journey, so she has actually joined me as a spirit at this point. Wherever spirits hang out. What was the second tab? Ashes, here we go. Latena the Albinoric. Yeah. Suppose I've got a couple cool things here. I have both pieces of one disc, but there's another disc, apparently. Yeah, I have both pieces of the Dectus Medallion, but only one piece of the Halig Tree Secret Medallion. The other half of that is supposedly very far to the north. I also came across the Valkyrie's prosthesis in a place called the Shrouded Castle. Yeah. It's a high-pitched whine sound just now. Don't know what the source of that was. Okay, so the last time I was looking for this guy, I just teleported back over here. Ah, a missing armorer's cookbook. Hidden in a completely random area, basically. Oh, boy. What's this one good for? I thought they were in the info tab, were they not? No? Where do my Armorer's Cookbooks hang out? Okay, they're here. So, Armorer's Cookbook 6 teaches me about preserving boluses which which cure rot. So that's cool. Let's see, up over here. Purple item over here. Was that purple? No, that's a blue item. 2 lumps of flesh. Every time you see an item on a corpse, it can be either, like, not lit up at all. It can be lit up. It can be, like, a tiny light, a little blue light like that one, or it can be a purple light. No, wait. It can be a little light like this one, a purple light, or a golden light, actually. Purple lights are more important, and golden lights are like outright rare, like super significant things. I'm pretty sure that what's indicated is that a purple item is like one-off valuable type of stuff. It's things that you can only really get in limited quantities. There you are. And the golden, I think, are actually completely unique items that are nowhere else in the game.
Ah. Good to see. Apologies, mate. I can see bloody Nokron right above me. I've tried all the gateways. Perhaps it's time to ask Celia. And recall that spiteful little rat. Let's give him a squeeze. I jest. Besides, leave this place to me. If either of us learns it... Leave this place to me. If either of us... And if we reach a dead end, Celia rarely gives us straight answers. Leave this place if either of us learn.
Okay.
If we reach a dead end, Celia rarely...
Alright, so... Yeah, I think what he's referring to is being able to reach that area up over there, basically. So I've been to the Hollowhorn grounds. The Upper Riverbank. I think this stuff is part of what he's getting at, and I have not found a way into there. It's like on the other side of these buildings and then some. Oh wow, I guess that's a makeable jump. I've been up here before. So I could go back and talk to Celia again. I'm trying to remember, the third person who was following her was the giant. Yeah, it's very possible. So this corresponds to the Deep Sea Opera Well in Gale, whereas our other entrance here is that. So if this has something, it would have to be in this general region, which I would comfortably say is underexplored. So let's check it out. See, it's the bits with Celia. There are a number of towers and the like. Wait a minute. Have I spoken to you before over here?
Are you to the south, to the east? The hardened but dare.
Okay, so that's like it's like a big thing. To the south, a festival for flowers. To the east, the hardened bud of a flower to be. Alright, well, I still want to go down here and check this out. It's going to be on my right, after I've gone past the Smoldering Wall. There's a lot of stuff around here in Gale, but it's pretty inhospitable. Wait, I just cut west. I think I might have cut a little too far west. Okay, so the Smoldering Wall is a bit long. I can almost kind of use it as a benchmark. I've been inside of that. I don't think that's on my map right now. Yeah, let's check out this fortress. Okay, and it looks like there's a way down over there. Oh, that is alarming. Ouch. I don't know what sourced that effect. Very suddenly dismounted, unseated, usurped. Let's see. Okay, this time I'm going to check out the lower parts of it and the rot. Oh, wait, this actually might be worth my time. There are only a few of these hanging out in various places. So that is what I was trying to make a run on. There's kind of a... yeah, basically just going along the wall will put me over there. There's a ruin over there that I'm not sure if I've been to yet. But I think I probably have for that one. That's further to the north. And then that is the swamp area that I was looking at. I wonder if there's a way in through the swamp to anything interesting in particular. And that's the greater swamp area. I was running around there yesterday, found a few interesting things. It got me into the town of Celia, and I made more headway against the puzzles there. All the talk of flowers and festivals really does not suit this area as it looks today. Ah, got one of these. These seem almost invariably to lead to dungeons. Like, either dungeons or important caves, or... Okay, for a moment I thought he just disappeared. I can't see his footsteps in the swamp. He's either leading me over to those waypoint ruins, or I think more likely, there's going to be a dungeon somewhere along the walls here in the swamp. I'm not going to be able to follow him safely, I don't think. This is, I'm guessing this is his destination. Get out of my way, friggin'. Have we here? Ah, the Gale Cave. I had heard that this was a shortcut to something. There are bloodstains directly in front of that treasure chest. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see more clearly. See anything up on the roof trying to kill me? That's not opening. Yep. Yeah, no. Eyes up. Okay. Several very distressing noises. Those are the noises of people on fire, aren't they? Yep, seems to be the case. Excuse you. Not from here, eh? Okay, we've got America steak. Is this a platforming issue? How did that guy get up top of that? This can't be simply opened, but I see that there are items in these cells. So there must be some way to get back in there in each of these cases. Possibly linked up with this. Might have to loop back around. Ha! Vulgar militia shovel. Shotel. Shotel and a shovel are very different. I'm very much waiting for one of these cell doors to turn out to be open. Why is it always door? Furthermore, I don't see anything on either side that would let me into that. So I'm assuming that something is going to trigger that will cause all of these to open whether I want them to be open or not. I didn't think this is the way I came, but I might have turned back the way I came accidentally. Okay, this is not the way I came because there are rats. Just the one rat? One really big rat, at the very least. I've had a very bad track record in this game with, like, extra large rats. This is it. That switch, I'm sure, is going to stay pulled. So now we can go back through there and access all of these other places. I'm going to come back at the America Stake. And I think the America Stake is actually uphill relative to where I dropped down earlier. So we can turn around from here. Yeah, okay. They're explosive. Okay. I'm gonna equip fire resistance while I have the chance. How much of a hair trigger are these guys on? Okay, they won't pop from taking just any amount of damage. They might pop if they specifically take fire damage. That might be worth experimenting with. I also need my lantern to be equipped again. No, you don't. Old Fangs and Pillory Shield. How grim. Old Fangs, I think, are somewhat rare. Oh? Yeah, a lot of these cells are linked, it seems. So this is where I first came through to get this started, I think, more or less. Ah, and this would be where I fell. That's fine. If they're fully killed, they won't pop. Shit. Alright. With the guard up, we survived that. Possibly a few more things to loot along the way. Okay, and I still haven't figured out the way up into there. Wait a sec, are those... Oh, that's peculiar. Oh, yeah, that is my runes up there. So that's actually where I died. Huh. Excuse you. Bless you. I'm gonna let them all basically take care of each other at that rate. So that was a lot of guys. Okay, I'm loosely expecting that they might, like, stumble out of there at some point. Wakizashi, Stone Sword Key, and a golden rune. Stone Sword Key is pretty good because we used 2 keys to get in here. God dang it. Alright, well this time I don't have a bunch of stuff to loot, so I can just run past a lot of this stuff now. Yeah. Also, did I check the left after the Marika stake? I don't remember. Oh, I guess left after the Marika stake is where I, like, wound up here, isn't it? Okay, I think I need to get back behind those 2 guards. Tricky. What do we have here? Assuming I can just fall the rest of the way. Frenzied Duelist. I don't like the look of your armament. Ouch. Dude seriously just stopped, waited out my roll, and kicked my ass. Okay, but it looks like that's kind of the terminus of this. at least to some extent. You know, what was up this way? I'm forgetting. Okay, so if we turn around and go back up towards the rats, that's going to put us where the one-way door was. Excuse you. I think I can just run through these guys. Yeah. Kind of navigate this by the messages. Kind of, sort of. How's your stagger? Not. Got it. Dang it. Consequentially, compared to the entrance, I have made a good bit of movement. Excuse me. Step here, 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 over to here, and then off. Okay, so that's a 3 thing. Different. Okay, he's got a war cry set up. Okay, he's broken my flask shield. Not a grab. Come on. I tried to back roll it, and that was the wrong choice. Given the way that we're conducting this fight, the Claw Talisman will be better. Claw Talisman has been pretty much a standout. We're using that a lot. Better damage on jump attacks? Yes, please. Need all the multipliers we can get, because all we've got going for us is some half-decent damage. And we don't even have the damage of, like, some other much more damaging build setups. Okay. Just kind of watching out for the animations that really look like it'll take him a while to recover from. Dang it. And that second chop one-shot us. That was a mix of running out of wall and mistiming a roll. If I had rolled to the right, I think he would have auto-corrected and killed me anyway. I'm not sure. We're getting really close. There's not a lot of health in this guy. He just does a ton of damage. And he's got enough light hits mixed in that he can pretty easily knock me out of my Flask of Physic effect. Still a pretty good option, though. Wow, okay. Ah, I went in too early. I think that'll finish it. There we go. Putrid corpse ashes. Ah, so we can summon those things we've been finding all throughout the Gale. Cool. Then there is the warp back to the entrance. I think that's all that's going on here. Try wolf. What? So is that all we're finding down here? Huh. What? Not here, in short, ahead, precious item ahead. What's this getting at? So there is light getting down here from, like, this position. It's a bit odd. So, I think I remember something about a Gale being the passage to Redmane Castle. I'm trying to remember where I heard about that or what that's related to. Oh no, it's not a Gale, it's Fort Gale. Fort Gale. Also, look beyond the graveyard at the precipice of the town of Celia, and there is a hidden cave. Okay. The graveyard beyond the precipice. I certainly have a lot more to do in Celia. Okay, and the other things I was thinking about were something relating to... I mean, there's still this fortress. I just didn't get inside it the last time I tried to make the run for it. And the thought is... maybe there would be something that led us down here. That being said, anything that is an elevator leading down to the lower area should look like this on the lower area map. Which would lead me to believe maybe there's an elevator around here that I haven't found? Because it looks like it's all just water. Yeah, because the layout of this is completely different when you look at it here. I remember the game saying that there were 3 rivers, of which I found 2. I'm loosely assuming that the third is up over here, just for like 1, 2, 3 type of look. If I go back and talk to that other mage, his last side quest for me was to give a potion to somebody, and I don't know where she's run off to. Which is a little problematic. Yeah, and this was too high up to engage with these other things. Which leads me to think that there's another way into the Ainsel River Well. And another way into the Ainsel River Well would probably have to be somewhere here around Reina Lucaria. Right? Man, I have no idea what could possibly lead there. I mean, there's still this upper area here that is not well explored by me. And there's still the lingering mystery of a few things around there. But I need more stone sword. I need more imbued stone sword keys to really look around there. Okay. I've also had some suppositions, I suppose, or some thinkings about what's it called? Let me go back to the round table, actually. I also want to awaken the Great Rune of Rebirth. I think that may allow me to do some things. If I can, like, use Renala's powers, so to speak.
Well, I took you for no matter
But I'm pretty
whose
positive
way
that's locked behind the study hall, and I still need an item of some kind. Okay, I'm gonna keep pumping the claymore. And I also want to upgrade the dagger and the mace. I need more smithing stone 1s, so I'm gonna unload the rest of my runes on smithing stone 1s. All the 1s and 2s. I'm gonna get a bunch of weapons up to +6 and then worry about them. Oops, wrong door. Do you have anything more to say at this rate?
I asked you not to be thankful of the whole. It is all that keeps.
Any more hints from Gideon?
Journey to the capital, Lane. The 2 fingers you may be up.
Not really, no. I believe that leads me back to Caelid. So, I still have not found Castle Gale, but I didn't actually get a name of this fortress when I came up on it. So, that is still very noteworthy. I've also got this to look at, but I think that is the Divine Tower of Caelid, which I wouldn't need to really investigate right now. You know, I think I came to Len's Rise, and I believe it was closed. Let me double check that. Because I think I might have opened up some of those things now. Okay, this is still definitely closed. Alright, then let's consider the graveyard at the Precipice of Celia. I think that might relate to the back streets. I think there was a graveyard up above this. Yeah, I had gotten over there, but then I turned back. So there's a secret cave here. I remember this was conjuring boulders. Something else also got in my way. Oh, that's right. I got up to the church and didn't make it inside. Last time I had gone in the front and it didn't work out. You.
Whose, well, in my flesh writhes, it is a curse. If you are wise, my flesh, if you are wise, my flesh writhes with scarlet.
I think these locations are maybe supposed to do something at night. It's a clock, isn't it? Ah. This is a dungeon indicator. Where are you going to point? Also, is this possibly my route down to the desert? Certainly pointing to something out in the desert. Well, that's not a viable way down. There's a land octopus there. Okay, the woman in the church. I'm almost certain there's something I can do about that, or for her. Aren't you postured like somebody important? He was standing over an item too. Oh, Spirit Spring. So I believe we've been here. Yeah, because that's Fort Faroth, and I've been up to Fort Faroth. I don't really care about going back to Fort Faroth right now. So, let's see. There was the chapel there. Let's outlook. The information was a hidden cave. Look beyond the graveyard at the Precipice. A hidden cave in the town of Celia. So this is the graveyard. I haven't seen anything else in Celia that looks like a graveyard. Okay, so this is also an area that you have to go past the graveyard to get to. Is this... Okay, that's an enemy. Several of these bat-type things. Lots of them, actually. Demi-humans, smoldering butterflies. A giant with a lot of pots. Where are we even? Yes, this is up on this, in the general vicinity of Celia. The giant with the pots is very reminiscent of Sen's Fortress. I didn't actually realize any of these were gatherable. I suppose some of them are. Just gallivant around there, get things. Is there any access to this gatehouse, actually? Trio of mages. Ah. Good old invisible mages. Couldn't do the courtesy of just showing up, being visible. Try bravery.
If you are wise, my flesh.
Okay, so this is largely the graveyard. Unless there's another graveyard at Celia. Not certain what it means by the Precipice either. If it's a hidden cave, I'd assume it has to be up against one of the cliff sides. Blood? I think I've already checked back over here. Yeah, pretty much. Ouch. That is unless there's another graveyard connected to Celia. I thought halfway down that was a bit of a bad blind jump to take. Alright. Let's work on something else. Yeah. Oh, both of their weapons are whip-like? Get out of here. I just needed the priest to go away for a moment. Yeah, Precipice is overlooking an edge. I was thinking that standing at a certain spot would kind of reveal it or make it clear to me where that was. When I saw the dungeon indicator, I thought that was a pretty good odds, but that did not seem to be quite what I needed. I'm also kind of thinking that past the graveyard is just generally unclear, and there's a lot of possibility that I am making an error based on that uncertainty. Oh, wrong door. It's down over here, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, here we go. Dang it! If one of these dies, this fight will be an easy cleanup. Pretty confident about that. The stake in this case is like, oh wait, what? Aha, I had not seen that before. I might die for the sake of appreciating that art. More Ionian butterflies. Okay, we good, we good. Pop a quick flask of Hurt Me Not. I really wish these guys didn't have this hop back behavior. There we go. Oh, dang it. Oh, the greed. I was just trying to back her into that corner so that I could be done with it. Yeah, so they've got a behavior for... They're just very evasive. This is probably the case where it is arguably better to fight this enemy with a straight blade instead of a battle axe, so you can have some extra reach, faster swing speed. They don't have a ton of health, so sacrificing some damage is maybe not the worst thing in the world to get those extra shots in. But we're gonna keep going with this. He had a whole new fighting style ready to go. And I was not permitted, I wasn't able to take advantage of my guard break there. He just almost immediately stopped being guard broken. It was a very strangely short stagger. Like, I was not able to take 2 steps and hit a button. It seems like the window to actually get a stagger on them is pretty short. Like, they recover quickly. Sure, in this case, they'll, like, run me into a corner. Most of the time, they don't even like to look at me. That's funny. Press him down. Not familiar with that pattern. There's that. Do you have another phase or anything? Or are you just like a nuisance boss? Just a nuisance boss. The Nox Flowing Sword. Lusat's Glintstone Staff. Why is it always sorcery? Indeed, I could ask the very same. Yeah, there's no way. Okay. So, we got a little something out of that. Nothing, like, really entertaining. Nothing terribly interesting. Now, I think that's largely the cleanup for Celia. Like, there are a couple more items hanging around here. Try and grab a couple of them. Okay, an Imbued Sword Key is almost like the exact kind of thing I was hoping to find around here. So I'm still assuming that Imbued Sword Keys are locking me off of fairly large areas of Liurnia. Whoops. Ow! Yeesh. Oh, and this is a dead end too? It was a pretty obnoxious place to navigate. Okay, so back on this graveyard precipice question thing. Oh, huh. Huh. Praise the jumping. Alright, there's nothing up here though, is there? Nah. Okay. So up this way. Yeah, as far as anything can be called a graveyard in Celia, it would have to be up here connected to the back streets. And there's, you know, rolling boulders being summoned here for some reason. So I wonder if we're thinking about, like, a cave that is halfway down a cliff. Okay. So if it's past the graveyard, like, graveyard's there on the left. Past could either mean through the graveyard to the other side of it, like over here, or it could mean literally past it, like over here. So I guess there's a possibility to jump there onto that. That's perhaps more promising than what I've come across so far, so let's give it a shot. Be wary of recon spot. Alright. Well, I think that's telling me that this is a recon spot, basically, but let me just gingerly fall. Man, we are real athletic here. I'm walking on sunshine. There we go. Not dead. Okay. Yeah. That's about what I'm feeling. Okay. I'm not really able to see anything particularly interesting from up here. Well, time to find out if I can survive falling down from here. Yep. Okay. I'm going to check in with the fellow over here in the shack on the left.
I have awaited you. The needle is repaired. Will you give it to the... I will reward... Millicent rests at the church, tended to by the witless pests. A wretched fate, indeed.
Do I actually get to save somebody? That would be incredible. Tended to by the wretched pests who revere her sickness, the rot, as a god.
If you are wise, my flesh brag. You ask that I should quell this, but never mind. I would rather than simply continue to spoil from. Would you mind?
What do we have here?
Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so?
She's not dead. Any golden seeds right now? Oh? Promising.
I hoped to see. My apologies for when last we met. Everything is as you said. Even the nightmares have abated. Not that I could ever truly, but I would like you to.
Prosthesis wearer heirloom.
I'm considering with the needle buried in my destiny. It's all thanks. My name is Millicent. I'm considering with the needle my destiny.
Huh. You know, I have an arm here if you need one. Just gonna throw that out there. Got this here golden prosthesis that you might want to consider. So what is this item that we received? Is it not a key item? Oh, is it a talisman maybe? Yes. Raises that raises dexterity by 5? I'm not going to advocate putting dragon arms on anybody else. We've seen how that goes. I think it is inadvisable.
I'm considered the needle my destiny.
Okay, so this is also intriguing because if there's an item that we can get here that increases dexterity by 5, it's probably also an item somewhere that increases strength by 5. And that is pretty cool. So now that I've handed her the needle, I'd like to go back to that other guy. Whoops. That's all right. Heading back to the gallery's shack to talk with him. Say like, hey, I did that, and she is actually looking better. And yeah, she's moved on now from the Church of the Plague. It's good. I would not advocate that anybody hang out in the Church of the Plague. So, you know. I think I'll have to head back over here and then gallop to Gallery Shack. I don't know why there isn't a Site of Grace over by Gallery Shack or the Eastern Gate. No, the Southern Gate. It's the Southern Gate. It's a little extra peculiar since all the America stakes appear at the Southern Gate. Oh, she came back here and Gowry's gone.
Oh, something about. So I decided to pay a visit, but I've only found perhaps before my. Well, I must focus. I must.
Where are you going?
I must. I must.
Okay. I suppose we don't know where she's going. And I wonder where Gowry went off to. He's not dead. It's not a body. Let's see. Lens Rise still isn't open. This looks like a big old blank spot. I wonder if we can cut straight east from here and maybe get down. I think I haven't tried that, because I've cut east from here trying to go into the fort. And I'm assuming that Castle Redmane is basically where we'll find kind of the end boss of the area and his great rune. Great runes, Lord Souls, all that stuff. Okay, so we've got kind of a fork at the head there. I think I want to take the low route going through here and see if there's a left fork on this. Oh, neat. That's an extra bonus. Yeah, that's all a no-go. There's definitely a desert section all through there that looks like it's probably explorable, but even across all of these, I haven't found a way down there. The next bit of business that I actually wanted to do is to go back over to the 4 belfries, because I now have a third, and thus the last, imbued stone sword seal that I need for these various areas. So the first belfry, this one, allowed me to go back to fight the first boss. The second belfry, this one, put me in a specific spot in the Eternal City. What do we have here? Oh, somebody actually marked these things. Crumbling lands. Well, what the heck does that mean? Let's head off. What have we got here? Crumbling Farum Azula. All the way over here. Well, isn't that a sight? Yep. Storm ahead indeed, buddy. Storm ahead indeed. Oop. 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 Ouch. Those guys are unruly. And that is a lot of damage. Huh. They look kind of like demi-human chieftains, but they're fully armed and armored. Okay. So this really gets past my hypothesis about how to get to one particular location. I want to come back through here and take another look here. Night sky unceasing. You know, the notion that we go underground to these underground rivers, and when we look up, what we see is the night sky, when we're here in Nokron, the Eternal City, it suggests a different kind of cosmology. I think we're looking at a world, or experiencing a world, where up and down do not mean simply that. Like, being under the world has a different connotation. It doesn't seem to me that there's much to do here other than interact with that one guy. We got one item out of the deal. And I am far from being able to kill this lad. Although maybe he doesn't have the same transformation as the other guy. Oh, got me. He actually does more damage than the Gale variant. Because the one in the Evergaol will not one-shot me with the shield charge. He will hurt me a lot, but I won't die. Okay, let's go back to the Crumbling City. I'll try that platforming challenge with a bit more fervor. I would like to not get tangled up on those two guys. Let's see. So if this is not the route to that southwestern plateau in Liurnia, I might need to reconsider my Liurnia exploration a bit. If that's not the route, then I'm guessing there might be an elevator up from something below. Okay, so what's my next jump after fighting those two? Actually, is fighting those two the entire purpose of being here? Is there something just behind those two? If there is, then it's probably behind the pillars. Do I have the materials for a beast lure pot? Yes, I do. Here you go. Deal with that. This one with the projectiles is super rude. These guys have a lot of health. Yeah, okay. So, I don't know what the purpose is to this place, unless you get a very specific item for killing both of those targets. And that's going to be really, really tricky. It does seem as though most of these belfries have followed that pattern of there is a very difficult enemy behind each of these, but there's something pretty potent if you beat them. Okay. So, looking back at Liurnia, there's possibly more to find in Rea Lucaria. Schoolhouse, classroom, the debate parlor, grand library, and the main gate. So there's possibly something more to find there. I might be able to take out the dragon if I work extra hard. And this is the thing that's got me most confused right now, is this entire plateau. So I'm not aware of an underground area relative to the plateau, but I'm going to fish around the village of the Albinarix a bit more and see if I can get eyes on an elevator. This area is entirely, like, mist-covered. So finding anything around here is going to be kind of a crapshoot. Now, I don't think there's anything tied to the village itself anymore, because the village I've been pretty thorough in. Just wanted to look at something pretty for a moment. So we've got some crabs down here and a bit of swamp. Usual stuff. Poison bloom. Some dudes who are just coughing. Basically my business. Let's see. This is so absurdly high up to look at. All that. Oh, maybe I can go all the way up this one bit of stone somehow? Where does that lead? Part of me is expecting a spirit spring to be arranged. No, it's the brace that I already have. Folly on the lake. Nothing's connecting there, for sure. No matter how I look at it, it just looks like a very, very sheer cliff. I guess I was actually on top of some of the trees for a moment there. That's... Yes, there's almost certainly no way up over here. Alright. So now I can try the northwest area of the plateau. Take another look at that. See if I can find anything promising. So I think my thoughts, I think in terms of the Divine Tower, I'm guessing that the item to get into there might be in Raya Lucaria itself. So take a look back from the converted tower. So I remember this vista from this place. It just looks like more sheer cliff, because we're looking at this. It's very sheer, very cliff. Almost definitively impassable. Like, I could have Mario's wall jump and not make it up there. Still no cave. Yeah, yeah. Somebody may have been sharing my expectations about that. There has to be something up there. There's a giant building. And like what looks like... There's a giant building, what looks like 3 ruins, and then probably another 3 towers besides. Alright. I'm going to go back to poking around Raya Lucaria. So there were some extra forks and different places in the vicinity of Castle Stormvale. Castle Stormvale had like a whole extra area that was a little bit past Godric and contained some secret stuff. It wasn't that big a deal, ultimately. There was something over there. So, the Academy. I remember a fork with regards to the, like, rafters of the buildings that I wasn't able to fully explore. Untouched Grace, that's always a good sign. At the very least, it's interesting. It's only like 2 or 3 rooms in besides. There was a phantom wall at one point in Raya Lucaria. And there are quite a lot of areas that I ran through quickly. Like this first area, I kind of got through here in one stint. I think I crossed this bridge at the time. Is there anything before crossing the bridge? What's down here? Marionette Soldier Ashes. That would be very, very strong. Now we're across the bridge. Yeah, from here I go there. Here, Golden Room. Close. Spectral Lance, I'm guessing that's for spear users specifically. Cut it out. I actually drained my FP with that attack. Interesting. Okay, so here was where I took the elevator. There was a challenging enemy over there that I believe I've already killed once. But I don't remember if I actually killed him or if I just evaded him. Wait a second. What's that over there? Okay, we've got the full Carrion Knight set from that. That's pretty cool. And this gets us back on the path. Well, a full armor set is pretty neat. Oh. Just in the nick of time. Oh, there's an item over there that I haven't retrieved. Okay. What do we get by going down? And how far down does this go? Are we just gonna die? Highly possible. Looks like this is our stop. I would love to comment there, Ebenezer Scrooge. Pretty good. Oh, don't you guys, like, wake up and have fast attacks or anything. Just want to run past the... Okay, Avionet Soldier Ashes. I wager that's the only dang reason I'm here, and then I can take the elevator up from this point over here. Just a tight little contained secret, and we're back on the main path. I would wager that there exist ashes for almost every enemy in the game. Seems to be where they're going with this. There's the platform where we usually get on. Up the top, here we go. All right. Insignificant number of crystal darts. Okay, so there's something up ahead. What's this then? Think carefully, let there be jumping. Okay, so this is probably another option to get back onto that. Gold rune here. And here's Grace. I'll rest here to get back my flasks. I have spent quite a bit while I was looking around. And this is the path that led towards the wolf. So I'm thinking there must be a jump point outside this window that I didn't get before. Aha. Thank you, helpful Phantom. I did not see some of those jump points. And this is why I knew there would be a thing there. Ulvinius Glintstone Crown. As opposed to the Karalos. Yeah. Same amount of intelligence, but lose HP. And this is the one that does both. So, already having the Twin Crown gets me pretty well set up. Okay. Not gonna fight these guys. I think there's... I don't think there's gonna be anything between here and the fight with the wolf. There's theoretically some kind of a jump-off point coming from the balcony over there. I'm not really sure how to start about that. Have I been back here? No, we have not. A comet spell. And a stone sword key. Cool. Once again, that was signified by an empty bookcase. Glad to have some consistency. This is quite the unfortunate welcome wagon. Yeah, that'll happen. Alright. With this, though, I think we can just grace ahead to the debate hall. We can actually grace ahead for the debate hall, come back, pick up our runes, and keep looking around. We barely moved. So I can see this place is organized in kind of a circular way, ascending upwards as you go. As you're at the beginning, you take one half of the circle, you hit here in the debate parlor, then you take the other half of the circle, and that's higher up, and it terminates in with Renala. All the other bookcases have books, yes. And all of those have books. And here's the debate hall. So, the area higher up in the debate hall, I still haven't found my way into. So I think I was expecting something to, like, wind up putting me up there. And I did not figure that out. Well, did I look back here? Have I done this? Was this the first thing I did and then I forgot? Okay, so this was the first thing I did, and I did forget, but it didn't put me up in the debate hall. I just fought some of these jars and then moved on. Right. Okay. But there's clearly a door there. And how does that connect with things? It would have to be something like behind that guy. I think I might have tried to get there once but got killed. Let's see what we can see. So, heading on up over this way. Yeah, I've got two guys shooting at me now. Yeah, it's a pretty hopeless circumstance there. So there's this over here, but it never seemed to afford me much opportunity to go up. See any, I don't think there's any indicator of any like invisible staircase pieces or things like that. Is this area, even with a bird's eye view, I can't really make much out. Wait a minute. So that's the balcony over there. Can't get too meaningfully. I think I might have seen another area back over here. Oh, I see. I think I've already dropped down here. Yeah, because this is just connected on foot to the main courtyard. So, not much of anything there. If I directly target these guys and take them out, I can be up here and take a look around. Try jumping, yes, yes. Okay, so I know this connects over to the spot where I was killing that knight before to get up towards Renala. And then I had jumped over here at one point, which afforded me this ladder to go up to this section where I hadn't killed the enemies because there were 3 of them and they looked tough to fight. But what if I kill them? There's a very weird sound coming around in this area. Have I jumped down here? I don't think I've jumped down here. Well, I certainly hadn't. Where do we get beyond a golden rune? Oh, okay, we just jumped back down here after that. That's fine. This teleporter takes me to somewhere unremarkable, so we're not going to use that. then there's nothing going on with this. Sure. So this elevator will lead me back up to the area where I fought with Renala. I haven't spoken with Renala since meeting Ronnie.
Art thou now assured of that? Be not, I would but.
Okay, no. Also, there's this, which I think is just locked. Yeah. No idea what's up with that or what I need. This statue was said to be something strange, but I have not found any means of interacting with it. There was a message here before that said something about posing. Now that the fight's over, there are a few things we can actually do in this room. We can still jump, use items, and pose. Try skinny sword. I don't really think we can get higher up in here. Okay. Oh, the Church of the Cuckoo is the new area I found there. There were a couple of other kind of mysterious circumstances going on, because there were some ruins where I had found mages a long time ago. Oh, where the heck was that? One of those was in the Witchbane ruins. Yeah, I want to go back there. Oh, dang it. I think I know what I need to do. Okay, well, we'll have to wait. So, at the base of the Witchbane ruins, there's this trapped person. They seem like they're being tormented, and I can't interact with that in any way. So I still can't. I haven't found anything new that lets me interact with that. Alright. The other thing I was thinking is actually right back where I was, turning right back around. Needs to start from the debate parlor, I think. What's the Grand Library? This is the Grand Library and the Church of the Cuckoo. The debate parlor, the schoolhouse classroom, I think, is where I wind up fighting Renala. No, the Grand Library is where I fight Renala. What's the schoolhouse classroom? I'm forgetting how this is all arranged. Okay, the school. This is the one that is like halfway up on the way in. Is a schoolhouse classroom. Got it. and that feeds into the debate parlor. And then the Church of the Cuckoo has got to be the one that was just on the very way in after you go through the main academy gate. Okay. So this is going to start from the debate parlor. Because I remembered there was like one room that I couldn't get to. And it was based on the rooftop segment. That is a really long, like, platforming segment with some fights. So take him out, come over here. Take him out. Pop this. So there's a fork in this that I don't understand how to proceed in. For one thing. That's not what we're focused on now. What we're focused on is just the natural end of this route that had kind of a tough knight and a chamber of sorts. Run past all of this. And I think we're just hopping down here, if I remember correctly. It's like down here. Down here. I can jump to there. Right, because I can't jump to there, so we're jumping down here. And then here. I was having a really hard time with the terrain. Oh, and these guys are following me. Thought they would have given up by now. Did y'all just give it a rest? I think this is about where I need to fall down next. And then there was this, where I got some stuff. And that's fine, but it's not important. We took the ladder down for one. We checked that out. And we've got this area over here, which kind of puts us out above the chapel. And if I dilly-dally, there are 2 clockwork soldiers to fight around here, but I'd rather not. I think the other one is behind me. Oh, it's one of you guys. Just quit it. Item ahead, but death ahead. Huh. There's something down there. That would have to be connected to the back left of the church there. Does that mean or imply that the church had a false wall? Oh, interesting. I see what I can do. I didn't see this fall path before. I can fall onto this, and then onto the chandelier. Grab an item. That's a key. And then I believe I can head out over here. And no, this is not quite the graveyard area. Is this too high up? Let's clear this something else. Okay, that's a lower area that I've been at before. Ouch, that hurts a lot. No more. we're good on that. Okay, that is the section where I have not gotten past that night before. Okay, so nothing else is after me. So I can tell the room behind him looks like it's pretty dang important. Got a lot of bloodstains and stuff. And I can't recall if that guy is actually anything crazy. But we're going to treat him very seriously. He did not respond to the beast lure, which is not what we want to see. Oh, come here, come here. If I lure him down this hallway, I can just do a loop-de-loop. And now I am well ahead of him on the route to the secret cool room. Especially since he stopped to try and shoot me with a crossbow. And now here, got Azure's Glintstone Staff. Okay, it's a staff. It's not really what we're on the lookout for. But we got an Academy key. Seems like it should be pretty important. And while we were running around, I also noticed a ladder here. Ah, it's a kickdown ladder. So now I can always come back up here. Let's see. So what's the virtue of coming back up this way? It's not like I can climb further back up. I took a pretty noteworthy fall to get down here. Let's see. Oh. Don't want to accidentally walk off of that. Okay, so the question now has got to be, what's his key for? They're both Academy Glintstone key, and they're both key to open the Academy's 2 sealed gates. Why is one of them inside the Academy? So I would guess that the reason there are 2. Okay, so this is the Church of the Cuckoo here. I would guess that the reason there are 2 is that one of these is for that chest in the library. So I think that's the only thing I've seen in this entire place that has been locked. It's still locked. All right. I mean, the other thought is that one of these gates needs to have, you know, something open for it. But I think I've been at the gates, and I can go through them now, and it's not a problem. Like, for either gate. And they both lead to the same place. So why was that key there in the Church of the Cuckoo? Why does that exist? If I can just, like, come in through here and I can just go out through here, no problemo. Yep. All right. I do not understand. I think maybe I'm not going to worry about it right now. What I am going to check on... Yeah, she just tells me about finding the key, basically. I think there is another way into the academy, other than the key that I found. She was kind of hinting at that when I checked in with the old lady before. Let's see, I don't remember if there were any important NPCs at the Bellum Church. Oh, well. Okay, yeah, it's active, it's just, yeah, alright. I believe Ronnie's giant was along this road previously. Ow. Jeez. Who's responsible for setting up all this stuff? I've even been over here before. So I must be mistaking the location of that giant, because I had thought he was right in front of this, of the Dectus lift. But I suppose not. I do still have some stuff to see to over here. We've got the Frenzy Tower up here that has been blocking me off. Okay. So, theoretically, on the other side of the Frenzied Flame village, or inside here, yeah, there's a switchback that leads me out of the walls. I feel like something stopped me the last time I was trying to do this, but I don't remember what. Lord Vike, it seems you were no lord after all. Where is he, our true lord, our lord of frenzied flame? We beg of you, incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. Ah. I'm in a forced encounter. An invader. Festering fingerprint Vike. Can I touch Grace while this is going on? Yeah. Ow, that's really annoying. Well, I tagged the Point of Grace, so I should show up at the church. Yep. Finger Maiden. Sacred Tear. Be wary of madness. Raise the tear. Let's see. So that gets me something pretty valuable, because now we've got the resting point that is on this upper plateau. I would like to take out Vike. I think he spawns up around here. There he is. Ouch. He ran out of Estus. I would guess he's probably limited to 3. A fingerprint grape. Mike's War Spear. Guessing the grape is another key item. Yeah, Eyeball of the Night, Vike, Inflamed Yellow. I noticed the Shibiri grape is... you can have more than one. Get to the Blind Maiden. If offered to the Blind Maiden, it will lead her to the source of the distant light, allowing her to become a Finger Maiden. More references to the Blind Maiden. The only Blind Maiden I've met is Irina, and she's dead, which is why I want to figure out this whole rebirth thing, because I'm thinking there's a possibility that she can be brought back to life. Frenzied Burst, okay. Interesting. Stone Sword Key, that's nice. Excuse me, you guys. I want this. Frenzied's Cookbook. Alright. Learning some things about madness. Come on, get me out of here. Be nice if this gives me a use for all the junk I've been picking up. Okay, I've already accessed whatever dungeon this is pointing to. Good. And then this over here, I think is a tower I've already been to. Taking a lot of damage from the tower looking at me. I've already been over here. I think then that my only business left in this general vicinity is to try and make a run on the tower. Oh, I actually took Madness on the way in. Okay. I'm not too committed to trying to get up that tower until something actually tells me I need to be there. I don't have a lot of expectation that it's going to be a terribly important item. But some other things I found. Let's check on Ashes of War for a moment. So, we've actually got this Poisonous Mist effect, which does make our weapon poisonous. Chilling Mist, which makes our weapon frosty. So we've got 2 frost effects and 1 poison. Let's see. And we've got the bleeding effects here, which for some reason you can't put on an axe. Blood loss. So yeah, there is a poison affinity that is available. I had suspected that we would have the ability for to make a poison weapon now. Poison build up 68, I think, is also pretty good. Okay, okay. And among my physics, I've got the lightning and the magic variant. If I could find a lightning-based Ash of War, that would be useful. Okay. So we've still got a big puzzle going on with the study hall, because I am still certain there is some kind of item I can bring to the study hall in order to get to the Divine Tower. Oh, I also found another piece of artwork. That's right. This bit here. Redmane. It looks like this is, I know almost exactly where this is looking from. This is behind Celia, possibly in the desert, looking past the arches that are in the desert towards Redmane Castle. So the area for that would be somewhere. It could possibly be along here. So I'm going to take a look from Lens Rise and see if I can get that visual to line up. It's got Redmane very far in the distance. Let's see. I can't be looking from beneath this bridge because that's looking at something else. Something else intriguing, but something else. Yeah, so there are the arches, and there's Redmane. So this is definitely from too high up. It looks like I would have to be looking out from either the Erd Tree or even further below. Let's see. Before, when I was looking out, I didn't realize that there were... like, those arches are actually showing up around the Erd Tree a bit. Good, there is a slight telegraph for the lightning bolt. So this arch here, I think, is this actually giving me an option down in the desert? If it is, it's a very tough landing onto something. This looks like it's not a real surface. Okay, yeah, we got the we got fall camera almost immediately. There's got to be some other way of getting down there. But yeah, I'm thinking it's something around here. Man. So it's probably whatever was being referred to as the secret cave around Celia that leads down into the desert area. Yep, these tell time. That's what they do. He's gonna get back up. Stay down. The fact that you can hit them just like one extra time to keep them down is really good. Okay, so let's see. No jumping ahead and then try up. Try turn back. Spot. Okay. So it definitely looks like there's some kind of way down going on over there. It's like a jumping puzzle. But the air tree's all the way up there, and it's not connecting. So it's not connected to the air tree. What the heck is it connected to? Is it something connected to Fort Faroth? Maybe. Fort Faroth is up there. Let's take a look at it from the Fort Faroth perspective. Now, this is an option I think I don't have high hopes for. Yeah, that was an enemy. I don't know why there's a lone lingering enemy out here. It's a lot. that looks like it might be something. Maybe. Got the Dragon's Call debuff. Okay, but it certainly looks like something, but this is where I've been before. Yeah, and that is definitely too far. Like where I just was. This does look like it's the most promising way of getting down to the desert. Precipice behind the graveyard. That one looks almost makeable. So here we got that. You know, if there's a dungeon or a hidden cave, is it just inside the giant, weird, rotted skull? Like... I could believe that. I might be barking up the wrong rotted skull tree. Certainly with that. Huh. And there's still another mystery in Caelid about where is the fortress of Gale. We found the Gale tunnel, Fort Faroth. Actually, no, the fortress of Gale is probably still the one I was trying to get to over here that I couldn't get inside of. It's connected to the Smoldering Wall. And this is maybe still my least explored area in Caelid. I mean, maybe. There's a few areas in Caelid where I definitely found something that was weird, shrug, move on with my life. And there's still the Divine Tower in Caelid, which I know I can jump onto the sides of and presumably get inside of after several platforming challenges. Just a matter of completing those platforming challenges. Okay, so the last time I tried to get into this fort, something shot me in the back with powerful magic. And I get dismounted and murdered. And I don't even know what that was coming from, or how to take, much less how to take cover from it. It took a while for that magic effect to start up. So I think there is some enemy that does it. And if that enemy is not pissed off, I can make it in here. Oh boy. There's a big old guy down in there. That makes sense. People throwing stuff down at it. Got it. Weak foe and then be wary of strong foe. Let's change the script on that. I don't think either of those guys have the wit to throw their spears. And we have an option of jumping back down this tower. Aha, and this has a teleporter. Send it. Where are we? Does this put me in Redmane? This puts me outside of Redmane. I don't like that one bit. Unless this is somehow depopulated Redmane. Because we're not seeing any soldiers. But the front gate's still closed. And patrolled in spades. So I've been here before and I checked around the side of Redmane. To no avail. We'll be sporting and check both sides. I don't think this is jumpable, but I don't really have anything else going on. Okay, that's fine. We're dead. No need for a Marika stake, just send me back to where I was. So I still had a big juicy treasure chest sitting in front of me, where I was before. So this is the right way. Yep. Okay, so there were a few pretty interesting things going on. The fact that that teleporter took me to Redmane with nobody there is very weird. I don't know why that happened. As I've been to that part of Redmane before, it's just full of soldiers. So it's possible that I'm shooting myself in the foot by not asking, like, what else is different. Or fishing around a bit more before, you know, kind of killing myself in frustration. My guess is that there's an easy way and a hard way to get into Redmane. And something about the easy way seems to require that there's nobody over there. See you later. check this out. A guitar, right? New weapon, kind of cool. Behold dog. Hey there, buddy. Can you jump up here? I think the answer is possibly yes. I can't craft items with you looking at me. I don't see a switch to open the main gate. I can make clarifying boluses now. Yeah, I think that's probably the only new thing we learned. Yep. Threw a beast lure pot, we prayed. Looks like beyond all odds we got out of there. Super weird. Okay, I see how we could open the front gate. Sort of. That is some weird platforming. Get to that switch. Unless, can I jump from here? Okay. Oop. Well, that's something, I guess. The outside I can grab that very unimportant mushroom. Hooray. That makes me feel like a winner. Okay. Best chance for living is a little bit of goofy platforming over here. Get across this without having to jump down and reuse the ladder. There we go. Now I don't have to play with the kitty cat. Oh, what? I was opening a chest. You're usually docile while I'm doing that. Alright. So... a little confused at this point. And apparently I died near a Marika stake? I didn't know there was one here. Where is it? It's at the front goddamn door. I actually climbed this before Kitty pairs me up. Yes, we can. Cool. Well, good thing we opened that door then. See ya. Star Scourge Heirloom. If I understand my patterns correctly, that is going to give me +5 to some stat. Alright, so now I'll climb up to the top of this, and I think I'll take the teleporter again. Also kind of wondering why these platforms exist for the purpose of, like, jumping down here. Why would you... Are there strong reasons to do that instead of taking the teleporter? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to teleport to Redmane again. Okay, so now that I'm over here, take a moment. It's the strength bonus. Nice. Alright, I can take this over those resistances. So with that, that really is kind of pushing the idea. Maybe I should take the hefty battle axe, or the heavy battle axe, over to heavy. So it's 211 plus 115. It's 92. So we're getting like 20 attack rating out of this, and that's with standard scaling. Okay, so when we teleport here, there are no enemies outside of Redmane Castle, which is super, super weird. So we can kind of hang out, look around, still mount up. But the doors are still closed. And there are still enemies inside Redmane, at least the cats. At the very least. So even the trebuchets would be gone, are gone right now. This bit that would have the ballistas, those are gone. This would be a trebuchet. These bats are here. Hold on, did I actually get into Redmane using this path before? It's just got bats. Take that jump with torrent. A good torrent jump, please. Go. And there's a skill there, but there's also a lot of bats and things. That's right, I did get into Redmane before. It was just challenging, and the run back was really annoying, so I didn't want to do it. So now we can take the run back through Redmane, and not through Redmane, through the other fort. And does that make it good enough? Well, how few enemies are going to be here? It's like, this is desolate. So there was a knight up on this area, and now he's not here. Ah. Oh, not a solitary dog. Not like this. Not like this! These things are awful. Oh my god, it finally stood still for a second. There are tons of commoners here. Armorer's Cookbook 5, we were missing that. Don't get up. Stay down. All of you stay down. I can open that from the outside. It's like a vague chanting going on. Strong foe ahead. Well, is he still there? Yes, he is. That's not good terrain for one of these guys. So I can't open this door? Seems like a no. Can't open the door. What's that room? Is there another spot I can jump to from up here? Oh. I overjumped, but I'm not dead. Very important. Okay, there's a teleporter there, but we're not going to take it. As long as this place is depopulated, use the heck out of it. Checkpoint ahead, but I couldn't open the door. Maybe I need to take that teleporter for reasons I don't understand. Well, there's a site of grace inside of here. Is this legitimate or is this a bug? This place is fully empty. Well, not fully empty, but mostly empty. That looks like it would be a boss fight, theoretically. The grace is even pointing in that direction, so it's almost assuredly the grace before a boss fight. And if I go out over this way... Okay, so that's down with the dogs. Am I able to open this door? Nope, can't open that one either. So we've got several doors that it won't let me through. Alright, I'm gonna try that teleporter. Oh, there's something. Man, I think I'm gonna teleport away from here, and then the next time I come back, like, I'll warp through Grace, and this place will be absolutely chock full of guys. Where did this even drop me? This just took me out of Redmane. And that's it. So if I go back into the chamber outside the plaza, are all the enemies going to be back? What if I rest? I still can't open this. Okay. Still hearing a lot of chanting. That's still talking about a checkpoint. I have no idea. Alright, well, let's see what's up with this. I'm sure this is a boss fight. Is this our wolf guy from before? What are you doing over in Caelid?
Thought him, I must admit. I was a little... It looks like you must have heard by now that Starscourge Radahn holds Rani's fate in stasis.
This is a jump.
It'll spring. So now, we stand against the way ahead is pleasingly simple.
Alright then. Done deal.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh.
Oh, there you are.
Ah, indeed, by the by. Well, think. But be sure to get.
And you have a prosthetic now? No, this is somebody else with a glowing right arm. I might have interrupted Radon's talking. Can we fight? Who are you? You the caller?
Are you good and prep the festival?
Yeah, ready as I'll ever be.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radon is cursed ever to wander.
Oh man, is this how we get down to the desert area?
Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone.
That's something I somewhat fail to
Now
understand.
he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog.
So, is Melania still out there, or did Radon put an end to her? And if she's still out there,
Howling
where?
at the sky.
What is up with her wielding rot and spreading that everywhere?
Oh, get the celebrate! You will find the field of battle past the church ahead. General Radon divested of his and howling at the.
Why is it always something? Talisman ahead. What? There's no way. Raise the stone astrolabe. Yeah, these are plentiful. That's nice. Looks like somebody put a message on the other side of the door that I can nonetheless read. And here we've got a chapel. Smithing Stone 6. Okay. Okay, that's pushing up on new territory. So many closed doors. It's like a weird number of closed doors. Good luck. Let's put all those battle standards out there. I see. It's a teleporter across into the desert, and out there in the desert has got to be where the painter would be, or the painter spirit that merits another item. Well, there was a lot less of Redmane Castle than I thought. Oh man, is this horse v... Oh my... Well, it might be horse v horse. Let's just get a move on as soon as we mount up. But this is certainly a horseback fight. Or almost certainly. Think carefully. Help me. It's been going for about almost 3.5 hours now. I had allotted about 4 hours maximum to stream. Okay. So we see some messages that are up there gathered up. We're gonna go to those messages and see if they have something to say about the fact that I'm getting murdered. Maybe I need to sneak. Got a lot of movement options here, so. All right. Oh, these are people to be summoned. Forget that. Just a lot of summon signs then. So we just need to make it to him with a series of good dodges. And then we can have a real fight. Oh man, if I have to do that several times, that's going to be a real pain. How are people leaving the messages out there in the water? I didn't dodge correctly. Man, this is a lot of loading screens to look at. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. Or a better way. One or the other. For all I know, this is intentionally the most, like, summons-oriented fight of the game, and the entire intent is, like, you'll just show up and summon a whole bunch of dudes, and you'll all rush Radahn. Radahn's spear, okay. Okay, so yeah, if I mount up, I'm not going to be able to dodge that particular attack, because the mount's dodge is just fast movement as far as I understand. Oh my goodness, he's on a horse, but the horse is not able to actually hold him up. Like, he's on a horse, but his feet still touch the ground. It's super weird. I made it more than halfway to him, but mounting up didn't seem to help me, which is a huge bummer. Like, even when I tried to mount up, I just got hit by a whole bunch of crap. Why do they give these people air bows like they freaking need them? Like, buddy, you are 12 times my size. You don't need that junk. Okay, so it actually, that attack does not go in a straight line. It chases me. So I need to be on horseback to avoid that attack. This is probably the first fight where I'll have to watch somebody else's strat as, like, a complete spoiler. Because from the outset, I feel pretty lost. So it definitely looks like I need to be on horseback when he fires up at the sky. Do I need to switch between on and off horseback to actually, like, avoid his attacks? Boy, would that be miserable. Nope, wrong one. Alright, I don't know how to get started on this. I don't think I can jump it because it's tracking. It might be possible to jump it. I'll try that. Because I've been trying to dodge it or outspeed it, and that's not working at all. I can also drink a Wondrous Flask to have, like, a backup on this. Well, there it hit an obstacle. Yeah, it just popped up to hit me. Oh, okay, so I can't actually horsey dodge it. It's just really tight. There are so many summoning signs, so many summoning signs here, it feels insane that I'm not summoning here. I actually got off his horse for part of that combo. Totally feel bad for his horse, though. Alright, so this looks like it's just a really long horse duel where we die if we get hit at all. Because taking a hit is going to knock us off the horse, and then we'll get killed before we can do anything else. Huh. Alright. I might have to figure out if there's a way of doing this fight that's actually fun. And I'll come back to that later. For now, I'm going to head out. This has been Jupiter Exile. Thank you for wandering with me. I hope we wander again soon. Good night.